What's up, you guys, man? Skyline Production is back at it again with another video. Push-ups, monetization, push-ups, inspiration, push-ups, determination, and push-ups, dedication. You already know what it is. Getting to the money every single day. This is day 52. We out here a little early. Usually we be out here during the nighttime, but you know, sometimes it's best to get the most toughest things done early, because when you can get it done and out the way, you're able to go on with your day. So, you know, we're gonna get to this money and we just gonna be great. Let's go. It's too easy, man. It's too easy. You know, it gets to a point where you just get tired of talking. It gets to a point where you're just tired of yapping. You're tired of telling everybody what you're going to do instead of actually doing it. You should be focused on getting the job done instead of talking about the job that you're going to do. Because if you keep on talking about something that you're going to do, 9 times out of 10, when there's no action put behind those words, you're never going to get it done. You're never going to handle that business because you've grown accustomed to chatting. You've grown accustomed to just mouthing off. You've grown accustomed to just wanting to sound cool. You want to sound cool, but you don't actually want to do what's required. And that's what a lot of people. So, you know, you can't even say, oh, it's just me, it's just me. A good amount of people do that. But does it get them anywhere? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Focus on what's going to take you places. And the thing that's going to take you places is consistency and actually showing up. Actually showing up. So, you know me, I always got to show up. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody thinks. I'm always going to pull up. I'm always going to get the job done because that's just what I do. That's just what I do. So I got to lock in. I got to stay focused. I got to handle my business. So let's be great. Back to the money. We getting it done. We getting it done. We showing up, and I'm showing you guys how it's done. I'm showing you guys how this really goes. I'm showing you guys what goes down. Because a lot of people, they're not serious about their goals. They're not serious about their dreams. So that's why they play around. Me, I can't play around. I cannot play around because that's just not who I am. That's not who I am. It's not who I am. I already know what it's like to be at the bottom and to not have nothing going on. But now that I actually got my foot out there, and now I know what it's like to grind, now I know what it's like to go hard every single day. Now I know what it's like to actually be consistent and master consistency, because you can master consistency. You can. Whether you want to do it or not falls on you. It all falls on you. What will you do to change your situation? What will you do to change your outcome? You've probably been going down a crazy road. You've probably been going down a dark road, but you can always change that. You can always change that. But you got to be focused on the change. You got to want the change. Most people just don't want change. They just don't want change. But me personally, I want change. I embrace the change. I embrace good change, because there's good change and bad change. Good change and bad change. You got to focus on the good change. Bad change is bringing you down. Bad change is making you not be productive. Bad change strays you off the path of success. That's what bad change is. But I'm focused on the good. Focus on all things good. Focus on all things positive. Let's get back to that work. Come on. Come on. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy. It's never easy. It is never easy. But if you believe it, you can most definitely achieve it. If you believe it, it for sure can get done. But you got to believe it. You have to. It's all on you at the end of the day. All on you. All on you. If you don't want it, that's on you as well. That's on you as well. Me personally, I want it. Me personally, I want to win. Me personally, I gotta show up. Me personally, I can't take an L knowing that I could have made a difference. I can't take an L knowing that I could have did something different to change my situation. I can't. I just can't do that. You know, there's a lot of people out there. They are okay with accepting defeat. They're okay with defeat. But me, I can't take that laying down. And I won't. I won't. Get to a point in your life where you just gotta say, you know what? I'm not gonna take it anymore. I'm tired of the disrespect. I'm tired of running. Let's get to the money. Let's work. Let's be better. Let's be better than we was the day before. You got to get to that point. You have to get to that point. It's so important. It's so important, because if you refuse to get to that point, if you refuse to change your life for the better, if you refuse to step in the direction that you was always meant to be in, you can't blame nobody else but you. Understand there's a lot of people in your family going through some tough times right now, so you probably feel like You got to be the one to bring them out of it. You got to be the one to bring them out of those tough times. It's okay. It's okay. We all going through things. We all going through things. But how many of us are actually going to keep showing up? How many of us are actually going to keep pulling up? How many of us are actually going to handle business when it's time to handle business? Because a lot of us, we're going to get distracted. We're going to get distracted because the devil, he doesn't want to see us win. He does not want to see us win. God, he wants to see us win. He wants to see us be great. But, you know, the devil is always working, but God works harder. God works way harder than him. But we need to trust him. We need to trust him in order to get to where we want to be. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, I'm about to get to this money. I'm already up 150. We're about to stack 200. It's the same way I stack these push-ups. It's the same way I stack these days. Because you got to stack the days on the grind. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, man, back to the money. Stack them days. Stack them days. Keep on pulling up. Keep on pulling up. Keep on showing up. It hurts right now. It hurts right now. But the pain is going to pay off. I'm going to let you guys notice the pain is always going to pay off. It has to pay off. It has to pay off. It has no choice but to pay off. Because if it doesn't pay off, then, you know, it was really no point in going through it. It was really no point in going through it. It was really no point in staying consistent if it never pays off. But you know, we don't even have to worry about that. You don't even have to worry about that. Just stay focused on what you're doing. You're doing a good thing. I don't know who's telling you otherwise, but I'm telling you this. You're doing a good thing. You're doing a great thing. Just stay strong. A lot of people want to be weak nowadays. You don't have to be like these people. A lot of people like to be sideline watchers nowadays. You don't have to be like these people. You could be a content creator, not even just on YouTube. You could be out earning a bag for yourself. You can be out making plays for yourself. But you got to want it for yourself. That's where it all boils down to. That's where it all boils down to. Because if you don't want it, how can you expect to get anything? How? How? It just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. But me personally, I'm showing up every day. Me personally, I'm putting in that work every day. I can't afford not to put in that work because it's too much riding on my shoulders right now. It's too much riding on my shoulders right now. I gotta go crazy. I gotta go crazy. We live streaming this now. We live streaming this now. You feel me? You feel me? I'm doing this for the video. Warriors only in a building. It's easy to be weak, but it's very hard to be strong. Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I could have made an excuse. not to do this video. I got a lot to go. I got a lot going on today, but I know I want it to go live, and I know I wanted to drop this push-up video. So you know what? I had a crazy epiphany. I'm like, yo, what if I do the push-up video while I'm live? Two birds with one stone. Sometimes you got to think outside of the box. We can't just count everything as an L. We can't do that. Salute to you, bro. I'm on his clock getting his money. Yes, sir. Warriors only at the 9 to 5. Go crazy. Matter of fact, bro, I got to make you a mod, bro. You got to get your wrench. Because you a real one, bro. I got to give you a wrench, bro. You're a real one. That's how it is. You got to get that. You got to get that bread, bro. You got to get that bread, bro. That's how it is. We all got to go crazy. We all doing a thing. I just got off the 9 to 5 not too long ago. But I knew I had to get this done. I pulled up, I'm cutting up, and I'm shutting the game up. I'm about to get back to these push-ups because I got to finish this video. Watch me work. Let's get to the money. I don't care what nobody says. There's always beauty in the struggle. There's always beauty in the struggle. There's beauty in the grind. But you got to see it that way. Not everybody sees it that way. Not everybody sees all the good things you can get out of putting that work in. Not everybody sees all the great things that you could gain, all the good experiences that you could gain by putting that work in. Not everybody sees that. But those who do, those are special ones right there. Those are special people right there. You're special if you can see greatness in a grind. You're special because you know what you're working towards. Iron sharpens iron. We must keep pushing every day. You must keep pushing each other to be greater. Exactly. Nobody around me is staying in the same level. You know, I got these flies flying around right now like freaking mosquitoes, but you know, they're not going to stop the video. We got to be focused on greater things. And when you're focused on something great, you're going to do everything in your power to achieve that. You're going to do everything in your power to make it happen. Because ultimately, that becomes your focal point. That becomes your main mission. And in life, as men, we have main missions. We have main objectives. And if the main objective doesn't get completed, you're going to feel like a failure. You're going to feel like you don't got nothing going on. You know, you're going to feel like nothing is going right. Only because you're not getting right. So it's all on you. And especially it's all about the people that you keep around. So if you have like a strong circle, you got a circle of like-minded individuals. I know I got Warriors Only in my corner. I got Simply Fit in my corner. I got James Ben Unlimited in my corner. I got Mr. Keep It Simple in my corner. I got 400 Gains in my corner. 5 like-minded guys that want to get to that money. 5 like-minded guys that want to be great. 5 like-minded guys that see better in themselves when nobody else saw better in them, but they saw it in themselves. Nobody can stop us. I'm building the kingdom. Warriors Only, he building the kingdom. Mr. Keep It Simple, he building the kingdom. James Ben Unlimited, he building the kingdom. 400 Games, he building the kingdom. Simply Fit, he building the kingdom. We all building the kingdom right now. We kings. We kings. It's beauty in the struggle, man. But yeah, even though I'm live right now, I still got to do the closeout. I still got to do the closeout. Keep on being great. Keep on doing good. This has been day 52. Push-ups and monetization. We going hard. I'm going to catch you guys later for day 53. You know, even though I said that, I'm still not ending the live because I still got work I got to do. I still got work I got to do. I still got money that I got to put in. I still got to get to it. Nothing stops. Nothing stops. So you feel me? I got 50 dumbbell curls. I'm going to hit that. 150 squats. I'm going to bang that out. 150 sit-ups. I'm going to bang that out. I'm going to just be great. I'm going to just be great. We got to get to that money. We just got off the clock. We just got off the 9 to 5, but we still here. We still here. Shout out to Warriors Only. He on a clock right now and getting to that cash. Still supporting. Real one. But yeah, man. We being great. I'm about to get this in right now. I'm about to put on my Denzel. And we gonna get to business as usual. We gonna get to business as usual, bruh. Y'all know this, man. This game never ends. It never ends. It never ends. It's either you lock in or you get locked out. But we can't afford to be locked out. That's why we stay locked in. That's why we stay locked in, because we can't afford to be locked out. You know, after I get off this live, I got to make a couple of plays. But, you know, I put this post up on my Instagram. I literally said, a day where I don't make a play, that's a sad day for me. It's a sad day for me. But, you know, I'm not having no sad days. I'm having good days. I'm having good days because I'm always grinding. That's a good day for me. That's all it is. And that's all it's going to be. That's all it's going to be. I just saw your comment, bro. I'm about to read that. Put this on. Put this on for me. All right, man. Support is free. Most people think they are too good to show love to somebody that's pushing through the struggle and pain. Exactly. Exactly. People think that they're better than other people just because they want to showcase the grind. People think that, oh, just because you're not mainstream, you don't deserve the support. Nah, that's not right. That's not right. But that's okay, though, because you can't force people to do things that they don't want to do. You can't force anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. So if a person wants to support you, they're going to do it. I didn't ask Warriors Only to support me. He did it because he wanted to do it. He didn't ask me to support him. I did it because I wanted to do it. So, you know, it's genuine. It's genuine support. That's how it is. That's how it is. And we live in a world full of fake individuals, but, you know, I don't mess with the fake stuff. I don't mess with the fake people. As soon as I see you acting funny, you know, I got to distance myself. I got to distance myself. That's all it is to it. We don't play no games. We got to protect our peace at all costs. Protect your peace at all costs because it's priceless. It's priceless. People out here really want to waste your time. People out here really want to bring you down. People out here really want to play with you. You got to let them know that you're not a figurine. You're not a toy. You're not an action figure. Bruh, we grown men handling grown men business. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So if you want to waste time, the door is wide open. The door is wide open. We're not going to crash out. We're not going to do the most. We just going to keep on handling business. I'm about to hit these curls real quick. Hit these curls real quick. Get into this money. One, two, three, 4, 5. Good money. Good money. And you know, after yesterday's live, you know, I came to like a great realization. We not banning no more trolls. We not banning no more trolls. We gonna let them support. So yeah, Warriors only. If you see a troll pop up, if they if they send like a little negative comment, don't even pay them no mind. Don't even pay them no attention because that's what they want. They want the attention, but we're not going to give it to them. And they get the attention by getting blocked. I guess they like getting blocked. I know sometimes they probably make like new accounts so they could get back into the live, like for future reference and stuff like that. But you know what? We're not even going to block them no more. Unless they spamming so many messages in the chat and it's getting like crazy, that's when we'll boot them out. That's when we'll boot them out. But until then, you know, we're going to let them rock. We're going to give them their liberation. We're going to give them their liberation. We're not even going to tweak on them no more. Because they want us to tweak. They want us to get out of character. They want us to go crazy after reading their little messages and be like, oh no, why did you say that? Why did you say that to me? I can't believe this. I can't believe this person's crazy. All we can do is laugh. All we can do is laugh. As soon as I see it, I'm just laughing. I'm just keep on going on with what I was doing. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do. But yeah, getting focused is serious. Getting focused on a mission is serious. Because it's like, we might have some bad things going on in our lives, but, you know, the good times always outweigh the bad times. I'm going to say that again. The good times always outweigh the bad times. And even when you got so many bad times, you can literally, I'm going to tell you how powerful the mind is. You can literally imagine yourself in a way better situation. And you know you could get there. You just got to believe that. And you just got to keep on putting in the work. You just got to keep on showing up every single day until it becomes a reality. Because the bad times are a part of the journey. A lot of people, they hop on a grind. They want to hop into entrepreneurship. They want to start their own business, but they encounter a couple of bad times. They make a couple of bad plays. Or they don't even make a couple of bad plays because most people don't even get past the one play. Most people don't even get past the one play. They make one mistake and they say, you know, I'm done. I don't think I want to do this no more. You only tried one time. How can you really count yourself out like that? You didn't even put in the effort to fully put yourself out there. You didn't even try hard enough. There's so many people out here that don't even try hard enough, but they want to count themselves out. That's not right. That's not right. You can't expect anything in this world if you don't try. You get everything with effort, determination, dedication, longevity, because longevity is a big one. Longevity is a big one, and I'm going to tell you how big longevity is, because even if you don't get it right now, even if you don't get it tomorrow, even if you don't get it next week, that's okay. That's okay. You don't even got to trip because you already mentally prepared yourself for staying in the game for like a good 5 years. So, you know, if it doesn't happen within that 5 years, maybe you just need to go a little bit harder and maybe you just need to extend it a little bit further. That's probably what you got to do. That's probably what you got to do. But it's okay, though. It's okay, though. We in it for the long term. I'm in it for 5 years, 10 years. If I don't get in 5, I'm going to get in 10. I'm going to get there eventually. That's the whole thing, too. I'm about to get back to these curls, but, you know, that's a serious gym, though. It's all about longevity. It's all about longevity. So, yeah. We get this. It's all about longevity, man.
Stop apologizing for your standards. And that right there, that's the kind of strength that changes lives. The kind that doesn't just survive, but rises. So if you're standing at the edge, torn between holding on and letting go, do the bold thing. Choose yourself. Choose freedom. Choose the unknown path that may scare you, but deep down you know it's right. You've spent enough time being strong for everyone else. Now it's time to be strong for you. Because the truth is, everything you want, everything you hope for, it begins when you let go. Not when you force, not when you beg. And open your hands.
Sometimes you got to beat on your chest for the one time. Sometimes you just got to beat on your chest for the one time. Embrace the grind. Embrace the good times, because it's more to come. It's more to come. You know, the fight is never over. You might encounter a loss. You might have a bad day, but the fight still goes on. Always. It always goes on. Stay focused. Stay locked in. You're gonna get there eventually. You have to. You just have to. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So yeah, man. I'm about to get these squats in. About to go crazy.
It's meant to be received. And if you're too busy trying to control it, you'll miss it. You'll miss the miracle standing at the door you were too distracted to open. You've got to be still sometimes. Let go of the timeline. Let go of the blueprint. Because the power that created this universe, it knows when. It knows how. It just needs you to stop fighting and start trusting. We live in a world that tells us to chase everything, chase success, chase people, chase validation. But what if the real power wasn't in the chase, but in the pause? What if you could finally breathe when you stop trying to outrun your own life? Because when you surrender, you're not losing control. You're handing it over to something greater. And I get it, that's scary. That's not how we were raised. We were taught to never stop moving, never stop grinding. But here's the thing. They never told you that the biggest breakthroughs don't come from running. They come from releasing. Sometimes the door doesn't open because you're trying to kick it down when all you had to do was knock and wait. Timing isn't punishment, it's preparation. And the longer you fight divine timing, the longer you delay what's already yours. When you learn to surrender, you become dangerous to fear. You stop living in lack. You stop questioning your worth. Because now you know what's for you will never miss you, and what misses you was never for you. That's the kind of faith.
Showing up every single day. Getting to the money. I'm about to be right back. I gotta get my water.
It doesn't mean you stop showing up. It means you stop stressing about the results. You stop needing to know every step of the journey before you take the first one. Faith is walking when you can't see the end of the road, trusting that each step will make the next one clear. That's surrender. That's divine alignment. See, when you're so obsessed with the outcome, you miss the beauty of the process. You miss the character being built in the waiting. You miss the strength being formed in the quiet. There are seasons when nothing makes sense, when everything you thought was solid crumbles. That's when surrender becomes your anchor. You stop trying to fix everything, and you start trusting the one who sees the whole picture. You may not understand why the door
Feel me?
closed,
Yo.
why the person left, why the dream
What
was
happened?
delayed. But when you surrender, you know there's a reason, and you know you're still covered. Covered by grace, covered by favor, covered by purpose. Surrender isn't weakness. It's spiritual intelligence. It's knowing you don't need to see the whole path to keep walking in peace. You ever try to control a storm? Try to hold back the rain with your hands? That's what life feels like.
Back like I never left. Back like I never left.
Outcomes,
Always showing up.
boulders on your back and wonder why you're breaking. But here's the truth. Peace doesn't come when everything is perfect. It comes when you stop trying to be God. It comes when you realize you don't have to fix everything.
People going crazy.
You don't have to predict everything.
I think I'm gonna
All you gotta do is stay
restart this, and I'm gonna finish it in the house.
Timing